We all love the G.S.D. person at work. G.S.D. is get shit done. We love that person. We might even be that person. That is the person that gets promoted at work. The person that always says, I got it, I'm holding it, don't worry, I got this. So why do we do this in our personal lives? Why in our personal lives we constantly shy away from responsibility and we don't actually hold these things? I'm going to tell you why. So hi, my name is Dr. Assael Romanelli. This is Potential State, and today I'm going to talk about ownership number 11. I got this. Take a load off your partner and grow. So there are basically 5 reasons why people don't take responsibility, don't say I got this in their personal lives. The first one is passive aggressive. I want to punish my partner. We always heard the ones we love. We spoke about this in previous episode. So I just want to do it. I am going to punish you by not doing the dishes, by not cleaning up, by not holding, not telling you that my parents are actually coming early to pick up the kids or late. So I don't say I got this because I want to punish you. Number 2 is I don't want to disappoint you or myself. I've never really done the bureaucracy of the IRS. How am I going to do the tax returns? Can I do it? What if I don't do it well? Will you judge me for that? Will you think I'm less of a partner? So I don't want to be judged, so I just avoid it and I'll let you hold it. Obviously, I'm paying the price for you holding it, but we're going to get to the prices in a second. The third thing we do, I want to set a precedent. If I take the car to the car wash this week, you're going to expect me to do it every single week, but every single week I can't do it. So I'm afraid of even taking responsibility over it because that might create a dangerous precedent. Number 4 is my partner is asking in a very dominating, controlling, punitive energy. So I don't want to do it. It feels like he's not asking. He or she is not asking. They're like forcing me or dumping it on me. And then that sends me to be passive aggressive. Then I'm going to say no. And the 5th reason is I'm afraid to grow. I've never done bureaucratic work. I've never taken the car to the garage. I don't understand enough in taxes. I don't understand enough in financial matters. I don't understand enough in spending time with the kids alone on a weekend. So I'm afraid to grow. So all those 5 reasons basically make me not take responsibility, not say I got this. But so we can either avoid it, or we blame our partner for even asking, or we half agree but we keep emphasizing, okay, I got this, but just so you know, I don't know this, and I know this, and it's most probably that you're gonna have to do it anyway, so I'm just letting you know. We're like, we avoid that responsibility so much in so many different ways. But what are the prices that we pay by not taking the responsibility, by not owning it and getting it for our partner? The first thing is you feel small and reactive. You know you're avoiding something. You know your partner's holding several projects or several dimensions of the relationship, and you're not holding your weight. And over time, that makes you feel reactive and small, and you can't even ask about those departments. So if you're never involved in the finances, you feel uncomfortable asking about the finances because your partner's going to say, hey, where were you all last year or last month? The second thing is over time, you're not even sure if you can do it. So if it became from a lazy place or I don't want to do it to I don't know if I can do it because there's so many passwords now for the different bank accounts and I need to know all this and I don't even know if I can do this. So once again, I feel less worthy, I feel smaller. And over time, which is the relational price you pay, the partner asks you less and less. If one partner starts holding more and more projects and dimensions of the relationship, what's going to happen over time is he or she's going to feel frustrated. Because they're going to feel like they're alone holding this. And it's obviously going to make them feel like they're the adult, the responsible adult, and that's going to cast you in the light of the less responsible, the more childish, the more reactive, the more la la land you are. And that's going to create a tension in your relationship. And I want to emphasize this, like, it's not that it has to be an either or. It's not like we have to divide up everything. But I really believe that in every project or dimension, there should be one person that is holding it. Because when one partner says, I got this, that means the other partner can let go of energy and control. And what we all want to do is we want to let go of control and lean on our partner. So I got this is not just to be more efficient. It's not about efficiency. It's about connection. It's about growth. And it's about letting your partner let go a little bit of the control, let go a little bit of reality, and kind of connect to a potential state. Now what that requires is the person that is asking for the other partner to hold it is to let go of control. So for instance, if I usually am in charge of doing the compost, All right, and I ask my wife to take care of the compost or dump it, I need to be open and forgiving to the fact that she won't do it as well as I do, or vice versa. If she asks me to do to wash the floor, and I'm not used to doing it so much. So if I'm doing it, she needs to let go of control. Because the worst thing you can do is ask someone to say, take it, and then he or she says, I got it. But then you come back and you say, well, it wasn't 1, 2, 3, or you redo the job. And you're basically sending a message to that person, no need to have that, I got this. I wasn't really leaning on you. Because at the end of the day, asking for someone to do it is like leaning. So I want to give a few examples from my personal life and from the clinic. I'll start with my personal life. So we babysit a dog, my wife's colleague's dog, and every time we bring him over, she holds everything. In fact, it's never been a discussion, it's never been an argument. She's got it from A to Z, every single thing. And what's actually her owning it is really allowing me to celebrate the dog, celebrate this project, not see it as a burden, because it's not falling on me, because she's got it. And then when I'm seeing the dog, I can be completely happy and playful, and I can appreciate her and love this idea. I'll give the opposite example. Okay, so when we had to renew the passports for the kids, I took it upon myself and I did all the logistics. But I did it, since I'm so used to doing it alone, I didn't really consult with her. I kind of went a one-man show. I held everything, and it was very, very tense. And Galit felt disempowered. She was out of the story. And the second she questioned me too much, I was like, well, you can do it next time, right? So I was acting out, I was angry at her. And then I said, to punish her, I said, so you take and you renew the other passports. Now she's less used to the bureaucracy, so for her it's a bit more difficult. And every time she would come and consult with me and share with me the difficulties of finding the appointment or getting the opening hours, I would interpret that as her saying, I don't want to take it back. When in fact what she was trying to say is, I need to learn. I've never really done this. I'm taking ownership of a new dimension in our relationship. So as you can see, this owning it and not owning it creates these tensions inside relationships. I'll give another example from the clinic. A couple I was working with a few years ago, she was a stay-at-home mom and he was working, he had his own business, but she was holding all the finances, the bank accounts, the credit cards, but she never really held it. She didn't really know where all the money was going. She wasn't actually keeping tabs. And what that created is this tension with her husband, who was like constantly needed to A, provide the money, and B, also realize where that's going. And that was her way of punishing him, because she felt disempowered by him. But the price she was paying is that he was holding everything. And when he's holding everything, he's devaluating her. And then she feels devaluated, and then she has to prove that she's big and she's powerful. But it was a vicious cycle. So as you can see, these are different dimensions of owning and not owning responsibility over certain tasks or dimensions. So some practical tips. First of all, see where you're not holding something in your joint life together. Is there a certain dimension or project that always falls in your partner and never falls in your lap, even though it should? Even though you know that partner does not enjoy doing that, or is not good at that, or it's just one too many things on their plate? Check that out. And then write to yourself, what are you gaining from not doing it? How does that protect you? And also, what do you lose by doing that? How do you lose? You're probably losing respect from your partner. Your partner's probably less leaning on you, and is actually probably seeing you as less competent in that department. Write it all down. Then take a decision with yourself that you're going to try to own it. You're going to say, I got this on a certain dimension, even if it's for a week. I got laundry for a week. I got cleaning the house for a week. I'm going to be on finances this month. Or whatever department you want in your relationship. And do it. Do it trembling, but do it. You'll be scared. You'll have tons of questions. When you do come and ask your partner for questions or for clarifications, be very clear that you're not dumping it back on them. Say, I'm doing this. Can you just remind me what the password is? Can you just remind me where the cleaning materials are? I don't want you to do it, just let me know. And remember to do it trembling, but do it. Even if it's not perfect. You need to also clarify with your partner that it will not be the usual standards. And he or she, they were going to have to realize that they need to let go of control. And that's to be very, very clear. When you say, I got it, it needs to be clear for both of you that I've got this, but it will not be the usual way. It will be done in a different way. It might be satisfactory like usually, but that's what's going to happen. For the other partner, when your partner says to you, I got it, and something in a new department, be forgiving. Realize it's not going to be good. It's not going to be smooth all the time. Let go of control. It's not about efficiency. It's about letting them grow. It's about partnership. It's about leaning on each other. It's so hard to lean. And when you ask your partner for something, to hold something in your relationship, come soft. and tell them, I want to let go of this. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, or I just feel overwhelmed. Can you please hold this for me? And you also own your shit and say, I might criticize you, I might not like the way you do it, but hold it. Because I know that in the long run, this is going to be good for our marriage, our relationship, our friendship, our partnership. So get it and hold it. Take a load off your partner and grow. My name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this was The Potential State. I'll see you next time.